So this is a G&G Pretone. Good old Raider, good old M4. Stick a lipo in it. It sounds like this. It sounds like a G&G. It has got a G&G cog hop in it. I'll probably swap that out to a rotary. You know what I'm like. I am just going to give this a cheeky little service. Make sure it's all ready for the guy to pick it up. Take that off, so then it's out of the way. And we will do a chrono. Whee! 7.4 lipo, 2 5s, Sabago, 0.86, 0.82, 0.84, 0.8, you get the deal. So it's about 293 to 300 FPS, something like that. Pretty standard. Barrel is, find out. The barrel is about here. So that's your size of the barrel. Pretty standard for that kind of size gun. So let's do servicey stuff and see if I make that better or worse. Whee! As you'd expect, this is the G&G standard hop setup that you get. G&G cold resistant green by the looks of things, which sure, yeah, I mean it was doing fine, so I might put that on the new setup. I have changed the barrel for one that goes right here, look, whee! So that's going to inherently increase power anyway, probably about 5-10 FPS, so it won't or shouldn't be that dramatic. We'll see how that rotary does. I'm going to put an actual nub in it because they usually come with the nubs that have like a built-in one, which are all stupid. So I'm going to put a normal nub in it. So yeah, and then there you go, that's the hop done. I'm just going to give everything else a clean. Right, that's the hop done for now. Onto the gearbox. Looking standard so far. A nice little newbie safety thing. You'd rather that fries, or in one particular case melts to the actual capsule itself, then anything else gets taken out. It does introduce a delay, so most people take it out. Yeah. That's looking like a SEMA motor. So this has definitely had some work to it then, so we should expect that, you know, there's grease and stuff that isn't manufactured maybe. Because normally that is a G&G motor, because obviously it's a G&G. And they like to put their own stuff in it. So, we'll see. Yeah, you see there? Yeah, they've done some things. So there's shims underneath that, which, yeah, okay, it stops it. There was also a shim under that gear, which is a common thing to do with cog hops to stop them from slipping. However, G&G cog hops are usually really good for not slipping. So, extra measures, I guess. Meh. I think that is further confirmation that looks like your LT2 grease, or it looks somewhat brown. Solid bushings is always a good start though. Oh, look at them. Fuck you, screws. Yeah. Alright. So. This appears to be an old G&G. Because it's got a standard tappet plate and it's a standard gearbox, albeit it's the G&G style where it screws in from the other side, because fucking whatever. It has shims. No. Is that a shim on the bottom? Let's crack it out. It definitely needs a clean. It has... Okay, no shim on the bottom there. So this is still looking... Because I did remove a sticker that was across here. So, this is entirely possible. This is just an old G&G. Trying to decide if these teeth have been chewed at all. We'll be fine. Because I keep getting this weird deja vu. That I'm like, did I do this already? But no, I wouldn't have put grease up here. Unless that's just transfer. But it's also green. Again, unless it's oxidized. I would also think that I wouldn't miss a shim on the bottom. And I'd probably remove that. It's still entirely possible that someone else just did this. And we just do similar things. Well, who the hell cares? It looks like this. You can see it's like greeny, rusty kind of crap. So it's going to get a clean up anyway. yeah. So I changed the cylinder and cylinder head combo out just because that actually has way better air seal and, you know, matches the colour. And also because the other one was like a half tip cylinder and we put a slightly longer barrel in, so usually 3/4 is where you want to go. We'll see if it over volumes, etc. On the other hand, I have edited / reshimmed the shimming here. Let's grease that up, grease the gearbox up, get this stuff back together. Yeah. On closer inspection of those shims there. So, if you see there, look, it's machined. I thought I lost it in the gearbox. Yeah, alright, cool. Alright, let's test if I put it together right. Safe. Semi. Might be rough on the first one. Let's mess with that motor height real quick. There is overspin, but I know why. Which means I've got to open it back up. That's fine. Yeah. So I've got rid of the overspin. Well, let's chrono it anyway. Let's chrono it. Stay silly. Alright. 2574, same as last time. 1. 1.02. 1.02. 1.03. 1.03. We get the deal. So what, 1 to 1.03? Pretty tasty that. We know that 1 joule is 328 to 333. Banging, mate. Absolutely banging. As always, that is with 0 hop, but it's always good to know that with 0 hop, it is not illegal. So we have improved that by 30 FPS. And all we did, I say we, you watched the journey, you were here, so we'll say we. Rotary, longer barrel, better compression, maybe the same compression. Compression that works. Cheeky little just re-grease, re-shim. Yeah. Now I'm going to give this a bit more of a clean up because I've got greasy fingers all over it. It's a greasy paws off it. Yeah. So this one's done. Like I said, nice and easy. G&Gs are fucking easy. Standard servicing stuff really. So that's nice and done. A little sneak peek, spoiler, preview, whatever. Teaser. I have recently been given a bunch of stuff to go through and arrange to sell on, and one such thing is this weird thing. So it is an Aries VZ or VZ 58 Sporter apparently, but it is an AK and it currently has an M4 converter on it. It is mostly complete. It needs a medium shaft motor. It needs trigger bar. That, I do have one. I probably have a small one somewhere, but the one that looks to be the one for this has snapped, so that looks fun. I don't have medium motors, so when I did try and cycle it, it has power. It puts power to the motor. I don't know how well that's going to cycle. Look how long, is that how long that nozzle is? Look at it. Rotary hop. No, wait, that's your nozzle. Unless it's, maybe it's a little extension path thing. But yeah, there's that weird thing. Aries being Aries and being awkward. There's also this thing, which is a classic army based DMR with LaRue stuff. I did this, well, I did like an unfucking on this. And I had to go through my notes, and it's near the start of my notes. So I did this a lot of years ago, before parents existed and all that kind of thing. That right there, if you can just about see, maybe, that is a twisted, so that's not supposed to be like that, ZCI alloy hop unit. Now, you know me, I like my ZCI poly rotaries, but the alloy rotaries were like 20 quid instead of like a tenner, and you're like, oh yeah, it's totally better, right? Nah, not really. And looking through my notes on this, I had to do, or I did do because whatever, it worked back then, some stuff that I don't do now. And I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's teasy. I also did, this is going to be a fun one to get in frame. Let's shift that. This nice LCT RPK big thing, right? And similar, it was a bit of an unfucking. It's a hefty boy. More spoilers. This is a KWC. There you go. KWC M&P40. CO2 powered. 3 mags. This thing looks to be a VFC M18. It does cycle. It's just missing that. And then this, so it is a Colt KWC. So Colt, KWC, you know, the whole wormhole thing. And it is a Springer, which they're not really worth a lot, but it does remind me of one game day I had where a guy was like, screw this, watch this, lads. And he just popped his guns down, got a Springer, and just ran up the field going, bam, 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 and took a bunch of people out in a building. And as they called the hits, they kind of just looked out the window in absolute confusing befuddlement. Like, did that guy just take us out with a Springer? And hell yeah, he did. Hell yeah, he did. No idea who that guy was, but I hope he's doing absolutely fucking great. Because that's the kind of shit. Oh, God. Fucking. That's why we don't leave them loaded, guys. That's the kind of shit we love to fucking see on a game day. Everyone's favourite. An SVD looking thing. Dragonov, whatever. Clearly missing a few parts. So, that's going to be a nice boneyard. But, I think there's like 13 of them mags. And what looks to be a legitimate Dragonov scope with the mount thing that are apparently stupidly expensive. So that's going to be fun. What else we got? Go on, let's tease you with some other stuff. There you go. TMAK recoil. And speaking of recoils, how about this bad boy? Eh? What do you think of that? Big 417 recoil. Apparently this has a bunch of upgrades inside. Shall we see if it's got a MOSFET? Let's plug a battery and see if it makes a beep. I have no idea what's in there. Apparently it's upgraded, but something doesn't work because something. Safe. Does it fire? I'm gonna say no. Okay, that sounds like okay. Oh. Oh, go on. Oh, recoils are so fun. I don't care what kind of recoil it is. Recoils are just so fun. So, that's going to be interesting. But that's a TM417 recoil. Anyways, enough show and tell. So, let's say some nice words so YouTube will like me. If you want to see what is going to be going on with the recoil, that's probably going to be a video. The M4 DMR is definitely going to be a video because that's going to be fun. It's going to be a time capsule of that bad boy. A couple of the other guns might get a cheeky little service because may as well farm them for a bit of content and a bit of maybe hopefully entertainment for you all. So if you want to see that, you know what you have to do. You have to subscribe and all that stuff. So then the number goes up, makes brain happy, and then yeah, you get to see the stuff. Till next time, peace. Yeah.